What's up guys, and welcome to a very exciting Drift Games vlog episode. As you guys can see, I'm in the S15. The S15, which we got completely refurbed. You know what, I'm gonna go even further back. We bought this car as a very clean shell but rough body from Kevin Quinn from Quinn M Sport. It had a lot of filler and parking dings and it was a bit rough on the outside, but we decided that we were going to do it up and make it back to its former glory. I absolutely love S15s. They're one of my favorite S bodies alongside the PS13, and you guys know that I have lots of those. So I wanted to build an amazing S body. Didn't want to go too crazy with it, wanted to just like an OEM, cool, stanced car. So what we did was we took it back. We ended up fixing some of the kind of rougher parts. We got it wrapped with J and Precision Tinted Graphics, but the long-term plan was always to send it to 888 Customs and get them to do a once-over on the outside, which they did an incredible job of. And then we revealed the car just before the LZ Festival, and Jimmy Oakes drove it at the festival. Now the car looks amazing. It's got aero kit, it's got the original gunmetal grey colour, it's got some Raise engineering wheels, BC coilovers, Fujitsu exhaust, Apexi intake, but there's one big problem with the car. It's slow. It is an SR20 NA, and if you look down, it's an automatic, which is all not good. But my point of all this was to make the car look pretty would give me enthusiasm to put some more power in it. Now originally we guys spoke with you a lot, and this episode is going to be a very, very tough roller coaster for you to keep up with. But let's just say anything that happens in this episode is not the final solution, and that's going to give you a little bit of a hint of where we're going. It's exciting, I promise. What's going to happen is we are going to go get a donor car, but we're not going to tell you why or what we're doing with it just yet. That said, I do want to talk about putting more power in this car, and I do want to say that we are not putting an SR20 turbo in the car. I felt it would just be a little bit too boring. I felt that it would not be anything too exciting. It would just make it kind of a fake spec or S15. And you know, we want to do something cool for the winter. But I'm going to get to all that in a little while. But first, let's get back to the shed, slowly in this thing. Alright boys, I'm being a bit of an asshole because in a couple of minutes, I'm down here on my own in the shed. I'm sending Wayne and Josh off to get a donor car, which they think I'm taking the engine from to put in this S15. In fact, I've changed my mind since then, and a lot of stuff has gone on differently, and we're putting a really crazy different engine in it, but I'm not telling anyone yet. However, I didn't tell Josh. I thought it'd be fun just to see his reaction and make him look like a fool going to get the car thinking he knows everything. So let's cut to Wayne and Josh on their way to get the new donor car. All right guys, I want to take a second in this video to thank one of our partners, tirebox.ie. Now as you guys know, we go through a lot of tires, whether they're 19s, 18s, 16s, 15s, road tires, street tires, performance tires, drift tires. They have it all in stock. Great prices, huge selection, amazingly easy website to navigate, and they'll get it to you next day. So if you want tires, don't bother going anywhere else than the tirebox.ie.
Trailer all loaded up for our fun adventure, Wayne.
Yeah, very adventurous, Harry.
What is your 2 cents on Dave's new project? Well, actually, Dave's new idea for the project.
Very stupid idea.
That's all you have to say.
It's very stupid.
Are you not somewhat excited?
No! The world's going to go mad.
So, on a late night mission to get a new car.
And why you're not driving, Josh?
Because I don't have a trailer license, so I can just be a passenger and put my feet up.
That's so nice.
That's actually really comfortable. I'm not going to put my feet up. We're going to pick up this car, show you the car, and see what you guys think of it. It's pitch black here. We've.
Let me hold your hand here.
It's a bit dark, so yes, I would like to. So we've turned up to a yard. I'm guessing this is Brian.
How you doing, Ben?
Right.
Nice to meet you.
We got here eventually in the middle of. I'm not too sure where we are, and from what it looks like, does every shed just have loads of cars in?
We love our Japanese stuff.
You sent the car to Kevin Quinn.
Yeah.
and then Kevin Quinn contacted us.
Yeah.
And then now we're down here picking up. We don't know any information about it or anything like that. Genuinely, not really.
I seen your video and seen you had one, and I was like, must get in touch with Kevin and see if he can sell this car to these boys, see if it's maybe any good use.
And 2 days later, here we are. What's the story of all these cars? What do you do? Why have you got so many cars just stashed up here?
A friend of mine imports the cars and stuff. This is one that he's just brought in. This belongs to a customer.
These are just absolute gems at the moment. And this is, honestly, an R34 just covered in dust.
Yeah, it hasn't moved in quite some time.
And what's is that? Is that a basic spec or is it a good spec?
Neo, it's manual, it's just pretty much standard. This here, the rest of it would have a decent spec. I'll let you have a wee look at it here while you're here. There's T70.
Wayne, the lad we know looking for, ain't looking for one like this, I think. So. That's a big turbo on there.
Yeah, 565 I think it made.
What's with these road cars at 500 horsepower? Wayne, will you be careful? And what's this one? This is your drift car?
That's my drift car, yeah. C33 Laurel, RB25, fully built, mapped by Richard Bradley. Do the rest of the work myself.
This looks like an absolute... Just fresh. This is like what someone would consider as like the mint daily car.
This was, it used to belong to the drifter Kenichi in Japan. It was his missile car for like 9 years. And then we brought it in and it finally let go of me, and that's why we ended up forging it. And then I went with a Link and 6 boost and bits and pieces, get it a bit more power. Definitely
not a missile car anymore. I genuinely had no idea what we were walking into. I thought it was just a shed with the car that we're coming down to buy. But I guess, is that in another shed then?
It's in another shed, yeah. Can we take you over here and you can have a look if you
Okay,
want.
so this was sight unseen, few pictures. We had an idea. We're not buying this car, as we probably said at the start of the video, for it to be a car. It's as a donor car for another car. So we're, well, show you the car and it should make a little more sense. Genuinely like a barn find. So the new car that we have bought is a RX-7. So that means that the heart of this car is being used for the S15. I'm not going to say too much about the whole transformation of what's going to be going on. We're going to get this car loaded up and taken back to the shed, and Dave's going to talk through all the madness that's going to go on. This is the moment of truth, Wayne. Be careful now, Wayne.
You didn't tell me. You walk in here because you think there's spiders in there.
There's most definitely spiders in there. The engine sounds good. And because you gave us such a good deal on the car, I bought you a present of...
Thank you very much, mate.
Some merchandise for you.
Appreciate that.
So, the main thing what I've realised from this, and the depressing thing, is that car is a lot cleaner than mine.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I travelled to England to bring mine back, and there's one 2 hours away. It's got a fresh respray, there's no rust, it's got a brand new roof, it's got an interior. Right, I'm gonna cut this here, we're gonna go into tomorrow, and me and Dave are gonna talk you through the whole plan. Will you put your seatbelt on?
Oh, that's just so I can say goodbye.
Goodbye. So welcome to the next morning.
How are you?
A little bit tired. It's quite a late one.
Sorry, I'm late because I'm in a very slow SR20 NA. Did you get me a new toy?
I'm a bit sour about this, by the way. The body is mint. Mint. Genuinely, it's had a respray even.
Oh, this is a lot better than I thought it would be.
The interior is, well, is unmutilated.
And you got all the bits.
So it looks a bit rough, but it's kind of, the story with it was stripped apart for a paint job. And it's just not really been put back together. Like the door panels, all the door panels are there. It's got a brand new windscreen. It's got seats, all the trim panels. It's like, it is a complete car, but just stripped down.
Paint looks really good. Like it needs a
Yes, annoying. Genuinely, it's been sprayed, but it's.
TSWs for the win, not for the win at all.
I'm not even sure. Are they a thing?
They were a thing, and they're not a thing anymore.
Is that like a 90s or 80s thing?
It was like 90s Halfords thing, yeah, or 2000s Halfords thing.
But the important thing is, it's not got a battery, so I can't show you now. The engine ticks over absolutely fine, starts everything.
Like your one.
Yeah.
So now we have 2 RX-7s in the garage. That's pretty cool. How did that happen?
Very quickly as well.
Yeah, and so we have everything to put this car back together. We have the interior, we have the bonnet, we have the windscreen, we have all the bits and bobs. It's all in it.
From as much as I know, yes, without putting it back together.
I'm excited. We're obviously taking this engine and gearbox out of this car and putting it in the S15. You've already revealed that to everyone, right?
Well, I said that this is a donor car for the engine to go
the
into the S15.
Why are you lying to everyone? Why did you lie to everybody about that?
I can look at this. I left last night.
You left me at 4 o'clock, and a lot has happened since then. You don't know this, but I'm going to fill you in on some things that have happened since then. So this is how fast.
3 hours.
In 3 hours. So, this is, you don't know this, so I obviously want to play a little bit of a prank on you. And I'm sorry that I have to reveal it live in a video. Anyway, so yesterday...
This is very unnerving, by the way, because genuinely don't know any of this.
Yeah. So, yesterday we were at the A86 day. Flashback here. And then, because you went to get our donor S15 engine, I was at the 86 day and had a meeting with the guy who would be putting it in the car, which is Darren McNamara from Group B. He was also drifting yesterday. Insert here. So we sat down and had a talk about this rotary build. And do you know what happened, Josh?
So this isn't the engine for the S15 anymore?
So Darren said to me that, yes, he could put the rotary engine into the S15. But he said that he had just finished his 3 drift projects, the Quattro, the PS13, and the A86. And he wanted to do a collaboration with us on a winter build that he would be excited about. And he said that he wouldn't be excited about putting a rotary in the S15. He wouldn't be excited about putting an RB in it, or a 2J, or a V8. He said that the only way he would be really excited about it is if he put an engine in the car that no one had ever put in a Silvia ever before. And then he said that I'm not allowed to know that engine until we bring the car down to his place in Group D, which is going to happen on the next episode. I don't know what engine it is. He said it's going to be the first of its kind in the world. And then I said, hold on a minute. What am I going to do with this RX-7?
Seems like I've picked up a waste car here.
So I rang you and I asked you, how is the car? And you said...
Minter than mine.
Minter than yours. And I said, why don't we have an RX-7 FC build off in the winter? You're doing a simple job. I think we go up a level. I think we try and build 2 absolute showstoppers out of these 2 RX-7s. Because we both have the exact same car, and then we both have the exact same budget. We see who builds the cooler car and let the audience decide.
You're starting with this now. Mine's got a molested interior.
But you're starting with already got a kit, and you've already got coilovers and a few bits and pieces. So I've got a better shell, but my car is in pieces. But your car has more mods done already.
Is that why you bought a new toolbox over there?
That is why I bought a new toolbox. So the bombshells, there's going to be 3 bombshells. One is, we're doing an RX-7 FC build off in the winter. 2 red convertible RX-7s. Will they both stay red? Who knows? me and Josh are going to have an equal budget to build both cars, and we're going to bring them to the first show of 2023, and we're going to let the public decide on a voting system of who built the nicer one. How does that sound? Second, first, is that my S15, which is outside, is going to be the first car in the world to run our new Strom DS05 wheels, because the first set, they're in production at the moment, which you guys have seen on a previous episode. I'm going to put some shots in here. This will be the first ever set in the world we put on that car. And then in our next episode, we are going to Group D to meet Darren, who's going to introduce us, and I've committed to him putting an engine in the car and a setup that nobody has ever put in a Silvia ever before. And you're going to find out alongside me what that is. But if you've seen Darren's builds in the past, I'm not questioning him. He said he's going to make it the most wow S15 build anyone's seen in a very long time. So all of that is happening in the next little while, on top of some huge announcements coming on the channel this week, not in the future. Every episode we're doing for the next while is big announcements, all sides. But we are going to do 2 RX-7 FCs, build off Josh versus Dave, same budget to build the 2 over the winter. We're putting an engine in the S15 no one's ever seen before, and we're putting the DS05s on that car as the first car in the world to have them. I'm sorry, Josh, I took you for a little bit of a ride on this episode. I feel bad now.
It's not always. Yeah, I'd have been annoyed if you said we have no reason for this car and we're going to sell it. I'm a little excited to have a build-off with that.
Do you know who's going to love RX-7s by the end of this?
Not Wayne. Definitely not Wayne.
Wayne Kern is going to love FC RX-7s. But think about it, where would you ever get a build-off between 2 of the exact same car? They're the exact same car. Like, the same colour, the same setup, both convertibles, both manuals.
Same engine, same everything. Genuinely, you could not get more identical spec.
If you tried to find 2 identical JDM cars, could you find them nowadays? Probably not. I think we're probably going to go 2 very different directions, and we're going to talk about the budget in a future episode of what we're going to do. We're going to talk about our plans and our updates, and we're going to build them side by side in this shed on the 2 ramps. 2 RX-7s on the 2 ramps. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Are we going mad? Are we going semi-mad? Or we're going semi-mad?
Maybe mad. We might go mad. But we are going to do the 2 RX-7s and the S15, and there's a couple more cars coming to the channel. But I'm not telling you any more in this episode. You're going to have to watch the next one. In the next one, we reveal the engine that's going in the S15. And I told you, it's never been done before. So join us then.